Hi, I'm Jeff. Today we're going to build a wooden toolbox for your kids.
The first thing we need to do is start cutting out all the parts. And here's a quick assembly to see how it's going to look. This is my new Incra T-rule. Still getting used to how to use it. Here I'm measuring out a 1-inch dog ear on each side piece. My first thought here is to use my miter gauge to cut the pieces off, and once I get it going, I kind of realize that it's probably not that safe. So I'm going to try connecting a board to my miter gauge to make it a little bit easier. That whole thing seemed a little hokey, so I went ahead and used my sled to cut those pieces off. Once I put it together, it seemed a little too bulky. So what I wanted to do is make a little rabbet on the ends of each side rail and have that sit on the side so I can mount it to the side. That'll give me a little bit more room. This is where I wasn't paying attention to where my camera was and bumped into the camera with the sled. So here I am just inching my way over and taking a little bit at a time out of that rabbet. Right around here is where I realized that the blade that I used has a kind of a V shape at the top, so it doesn't make a clean top. So I have to improvise a little bit. So this is my poor man's tenon jig that I've put together to make the shoulder cut for the rabbet. And here's where I realized that I didn't have the blade up into the right position. So it takes me one, not two. Sadly, not three. But 4 cuts to finally get that proper height. A clean shop is a safe shop. On some of the pieces, the blade left a small bit, so I'm just cleaning it up with a chisel. Now for some glue, some clamps. The bottom, I felt that I could have just put a board on the bottom and call it a day, but I wanted to use some of the extra little pieces that were cut off from earlier when I cut the rabbets off. So I'm going to use these to hold the bottom in as a little shelf. So just some spring clamps will work great for that. It doesn't need to hold a lot of weight, it just needs to not move. The final piece I need to make is the handle. So here I am cutting a piece to length, and now I'm cutting it to width. I don't have a disc sander, so I'm just using a rasp to rand over the edges. And a little bit of glue. And popping that into place. and then a little bit of sanding. Thanks for watching.